So, good evening, everyone. Myself, B. Kashinath, working as senior lecturer in Government Polytechnic Sangareddy. Presently, we are dealing with the subject electronic measuring instruments, which is in third year, fifth semester, and the subject code is 18 EC 504 EMI, and it comes under the elective subject, and it is the first option of elective. So 18 EC 504 EMI A. Uh, it is in third year, fifth semester under elective program of C18 SBTET Telangana State Curriculum. Uh, and the topic which we are going to discuss today is the uh, last chapter in the electronic measuring instrument, that is the test instruments. In that, the subtopic name is digital IC testers. In the previous class we have discussed what is test instruments. The test instruments are instruments which are used for testing various electronic equipments used in all types of industries, educational institutes, R&D, scientific labs. So in all the vast application areas, we are using this test instruments, and these test instruments consist of Q meter and digital IC tester, logic analyzer, logic probe, spectrum analyzer, XY recorder, XY plotter, like this. And we have already discussed about the working of the quality factor meter, which works on the principle of the series resonance, so that we can measure the electrical properties of the coils and capacitors by using the quality factor meter. And we have discussed the construction and working of the quality factor meter and its advantages also in the previous class. Today's topic in the test instruments is the IC tester, that is digital IC tester. So upon the completion of the topic, you can able to know the working of the digital IC tester. So what is the internal block diagram of the digital IC tester, and its working and its operation, and finally we will discuss about its specifications. As you have already known what is specifications, they are the uh, manufacturers given instructions or manufacturers given text conditions for safety operating of the instrument, for safety of the equipment, as well as for the user who is going to work on it. So why we are going for the IC tester? So what is the necessity of this IC tester? So if you are having any IC, that mostly in nowadays everyone is using the digital integrated circuits. So how we are checking that digital IC tester? A simple checking of digital IC tester will be like that. If you just give the supply, if you just give the power supply to the digital IC, and you touch the IC, you touch the IC, if it is normally heating up, means if it is normally heating up, then the IC is working. Suppose after 10 to 12 seconds, if you are not able to touch that IC, means it is almost heated very high, then you can say that this IC will not be working. So that is the simple basic funda of checking the IC is whether it is working or not. Just you have to give the supply to each and every pin of the IC, and you just hold the IC in your hands. If the IC is not heating up, then you can say that the IC is working. If the IC is after 10 to 12 seconds it is heating up, you can say that the IC is not working, like that. So why we are going for the necessity of checking the AC, and in any instrument sometimes it becomes necessary to check the digital IC. So if you are buying an instrument, in that one you will be having the digital ICs or part of that instrument. So you have to check that sometimes the instrument whole work will be affected by this IC, so that the instrument will not work if the IC is within that instrument does not work well. So we have to check the IC whether they are working perfectly or not. Means if you are buying an electronic instrument which is having more lot of components, within that single IC is not working, the whole functionality of the electronic instrument which you have bought is uh, uh, not up to the mark. So you have to check each and every IC within the equipment or instrument that you have bought, to check that every IC within that is working perfectly or not. So, what is digital IC tester is an integrated circuit tester. That is, IC means integrated circuit. So, digital integrated circuit tester is used to test the integrated circuits. So, by using this digital IC tester, we can easily test any digital IC using this digital IC tester. So, for testing the IC, we can have different hardware circuit for different ICs. So for testing the ICs, we have different hardware requirement circuits for different types of ICs. So like we need a particular kind of tester for testing the logic gates. So according to our requirement of the testing of the digital ICs, we will be having the different hardware requirement for the checking of the digital ICs. So suppose if you are checking the uh, logic gate is working or not, then you have a particular kind of hardware requirement for the digital IC tester. Similarly, if you are having the flip flops or shift registers, then testing of that flip flops or shift register is somewhat complicated and consumes more time as compared to the logic gates IC testing, like that. So you will be having the different hardware requirements of the digital IC tester for different types of equipments that you want to test. So this is also one of the major criteria for choosing the IC testing. So if you are going for the complex circuits, complex ICs, then you will be having the complex hardware requirement for your IC testing equipment. So if you are having the simple logic gates, you can check the logic gates by using the simple logic IC tester. If you are going for the shift registers, counters, then you will be having the complex structure, and it will consume more time for the digital IC tester to perform testing. So you will be having either manually operated IC tester or automatic. So in manually operated IC tester, the manufacturer will supply the set code chart to test the corresponding IC which are in internal in library. So actually what happens is, when the IC manufacturer is manufacturing some IC, let us suppose take if there is a AND gate or OR gate or XOR gate, like that, you will be having the IC name 7404, 7408, XOR 7432. So like that, you will be having the IC manufacturer will define the number of pins, and they will give you the set code chart to test the corresponding IC. Suppose if you are having the 7432 XOR gate, then you will be having that manufacturer who will manufacture that IC will give you the one code chart, so that you can test that IC. You can test that IC. Suppose it is a 16 pin IC, means every IC will not come in that is package will not be of the same size. That is, a IC may contain either 8 pins or 4 pins or 16 pins or 32 pins. Some big ICs may have 64 to 128 pins. Based on the pins and based on the pins arrangement and based on the values assigned to the pins, based on the inputs we are giving to the pins of the IC, and based on the interface that is applied to the pins of the IC, the manufacturer will give you the set code chart, so that you can verify that particular pin is working fine or not by using this set code chart. So that are internally available by the manufacturer, so you will be having the different ICs based on your requirement, or based on your based on the application, or based on the requirement, or based on the scientific analysis. So based on the advances, so you will be having different types of uh, uh, ICs nowadays. So for that ICs to check, we will be having the different types of IC testers that will be available in different sizes, like 14 pin, 16 pin, 24 pin, 40 pin. Nowadays you will be having the 80 pin, 64 pin, 128 pin IC testers we will be having. Based on the requirement of the user, we will be having the different IC tester to test each pin of the ICs. For that, we will be having manually, the manufacturer will give the supply the set code chart for each pin, that is each pin of the testing of the ICs. So that are internally given, so which are in internal library. So this is how the IC tester will look like. So you will be having the these are the base on which you have to put the IC, and these are these some function keys. Based on the function keys, you have to set the IC's condition, so that on the display it will shows the whether each and every pin is working correctly or not. If suppose any of the pin is not working, it will show on the display that some kind of error based on the manufacturer set code chart. So based on the set code chart, whether it is that pin based on the manufacturer set code chart, is it matching or not matching. If it is matching, then there is no problem. On the display it will shows the exact value. If there is a problem, then it will shows on the display that is some type of error on that pin is there. So this is the how front panel control, we can say that front panel controls, or how the IC tester will look like. So one more, this one is some more sophisticated IC tester. So on this black color is there, on that this is what we are calling it as base of the IC tester. On that base you have to put the IC. So it is a 16 pin, so 16 or 24 pin, you have to place the IC, and based on the power on, then you after powering on, you just press the test key, then on the display it will shows each and every pin is working fine or not. So this is the internal block diagram of the digital IC tester. So in this one, so on the front panel control we have seen the just the uh, base on which we are putting the IC. So IC means it will be having the power supply pins, clock pins, input pins, output pins, and you will be having the direct input or inverted input, ground pins, different pins will be there. So based on that, uh, here in this block diagram, so we will be having the for the IC to work, you will be you can have you have to have the clock also. So clock pulses will also apply to one of the pins of the IC. So that this is the block main block diagram of the digital IC tester. So what we will do is what actually internally happens in the digital IC tester is uh, you will be having the two types of clocks. You will be having the two types of clocks. So we are calling more the master clock as system clock. Master clock as system clock. So that system clock, that is we in market we will be having either CMOS ICs or TTL ICs. So based on your application or based on your requirement, you can buy either CMOS IC or TTL IC. So due to that, we are having a system clock that may be either connected to a either CMOS clock or TTL clock. So these clock pins are applied to all the pins, all the pins of the digital IC. So based on that clock only, clock pulses only, the IC will work. IC functionality will be decided by this clock pulses, so that you are giving the clock pulses to each and every pin of the IC, so that the functionality of the IC will be correct. So you are selecting either CMOS clock or TTL clock based on your functionality that is applied through a system clock. So basically your IC is 16 bits. So we will be having 16 thumb wheel switches, 16 thumb wheel switches which are arranged in two blocks, two blocks. So that we are calling it as thumb wheel switches. On those thumb wheel switches, uh, base will be there. On that base of these thumb wheel switches, we are placing the device under test, means which IC we are going to test, that is placed on this thumb wheel switches, thumb wheel switches. And based on the initialization network, you will generate the test pattern generator. So we have already said that whenever the manufacturer manufactures the IC, he will give you the manufacturer test code set. So based on that, whenever we are going to test by using the test button, when you press the test button, it will initialize the IC and it will generate the test pattern generator, test pattern generator. So that test pattern generator is based on your manufacturer test code chart, manufacturer test code chart. Based on the test code chart, you are generating the test pattern that is applied to the corresponding IC pins, which will generate the which will decode it, and we will generate the address generator that will be given to the multiplexer. So this all arrangement is again given as a feedback path to the thumb wheel switches, so that entire arrangement will be looking like this. So we will be having the clock pulses, and we will be having different pins to the IC. So that are the means the thumb wheel switches, there will be 16 thumb wheel switches arranged in arranged in two blocks, on which on thumb wheel switches base you are putting the IC under the test, and you are applying the clock to all the pins of the IC through either CMOS clock or TTL clock. and you are when you are pressing the test key for testing the IC, it will initialize a network such that it will give the test pattern by using this test pattern generator. So it will also enables the uh, address generator, so it will decode the address for that ICs, and which will be multiplexed, and finally the display will display the IC is working for as per our requirement or not. So you can draw this diagram, or you can take screenshot of this diagram. So this is the block diagram of the digital IC tester. So you will be having the clock. So that clock may be either CMOS clock or TTL clock, that is applied to the thumb wheel switches. There are totally 16 thumb wheel switches arranged in two blocks. On this thumb wheel switches base, you have to place the IC under test, and you will be having the test pattern generator, which will generate different test patterns for different types of test as per the manufacturer set test code chart. So which will initialize the test, and it will generate the test pattern bits, so that are given generated by the that are given to the address generator, which will be multiplexed, and and the working of the IC, that is according to the test pattern generator and test code chart, it is working fine or not, will be displayed on the LCD display. So this display is mostly 4 digit display, and your thumb wheel switches are totally 16 bits. These thumb wheel switches are arranged in two blocks on which you are putting the IC. So it will work as a base for the IC to test. So the tester, the digital IC tester has how many? 16 thumb wheel switches arranged in two blocks. The digital IC tester has 16 thumb wheel switches arranged in two blocks, and these switches are set or to be set according to the manufacturer test parameter table. So as I already told, these thumb wheel switches are to be set according to the manufacturer test parameter table. So whatever the manufacturer test parameter table is there, based on that these switches are to be set. That is, as per the manufacturer test parameter table, which pin is input, which pin is output, which pin is supply, which pin is ground. Based on that, the thumb wheel switches are to be set according to the manufacturer test parameter table, and the poles of the thumb wheel switches are to connected to the base where we keep the IC under test. So the poles of the thumb wheel switches, so the whatever the switches are there, thumb wheel switches, the poles of these thumb wheel switches are connected to the base of the IC under test. The poles of these thumb wheel switches are connected to the base of the whatever the IC we want to test, that is device under test. So therefore, by setting the position of the thumb wheel switches, we can set any test condition to any of the pins of the IC placed over the base. So this is the important step of the that is thumb wheel switches position. Thumb wheel switch position as per the manufacturer test code. Manufacturer test code. So by setting the position of these thumb wheel switches, this thumb wheel switches, we can set, that is we can set any type of test condition to any of the pins of the IC placed over the base. So this point is very much important. So the test code is read out from the display when the IC is tested. So the test code can be read out from the display when the IC is going to be tested. So before testing, we have to set this test code, that is we have to set the, before testing the IC we have to set this set code according to the table given by the manufacturer. According to the table given by the manufacturer. Manufacturer will give a table. Based on the table we have to set the thumb wheel switch positions. So the thumb wheel switches have many position. So each position is like a parameter. Each position is like a parameter. As startingly I have said, thumb wheel switches have different positions. So that positions are like ICs. Parameters like you can have input, or you can have inverted input, that is negation of your input. Either it may be no connection, NC, or you are having if you are using the CMOS ICs, you will be having the CMOS clock, and you can have the CMOS inverted clock. If you are using the TTL clock, then you will be having the TTL clock or TTL inverted clock, or you can have the power supply pin, or you can have the ground supply pin, and based on your requirement and based on your functionality of the uh, whatever the IC, you will be having the different pins like address pins, data pins, latches, uh, some no connection pins. So different. So a thumb wheel switch positions will be having the different positions like this parameters, that is input, output, inverted input, clock, inverted clock, power supply, ground, like this. Then the tester has a digital IC tester will have a clock generator which will generate the required clock for testing both CMOS and TTL ICs. So the system clock can choose either CMOS clock or TTL clock. So in the digital IC tester block diagram, you will be having the system clock which can choose either CMOS clock or TTL clock based on your IC. That is, if you are choosing the CMOS ICs, you can choose the CMOS clock. If you are going for TTL ICs, you can choose the TTL clock. So the tester has an arrangement for clock generator which will generate the required clock for testing both CMOS and TTL ICs. So at a time you can check the both the CMOS and TTL ICs also. The clock output is given to thumb wheel switches. So from the diagram you can see that already you have taken the screenshot, or you can draw the diagram. So from the diagram you can see that output of the clock is given to the thumb wheel switches, which will enable the application of clock pulses appropriately to the correct pin of the IC. So for for performing the operation of the IC working correctly, we have to give the clock pulse to the thumb wheel switches such that it will enable the application of clock pulses appropriately to the correct pin of the IC. Then now the test pattern generator is applies required supply voltage to the pins of the IC under test. So the clock output is given to the thumb wheel switches such that it will enable the application of clock pulses appropriately to the correct pin of the IC, and your test pattern generator above the thumb wheel switches, whatever the test pattern generator above the thumb wheel switches on your diagram will give the proper power supply voltage to the pins of the IC under test, and the test key works as the initialization circuit. Whatever the test key is there, that when you are pressing the test key, it will works as the initialization circuit. Test key will works as the initialization circuit. So on the diagram, the clock output is given to the thumb wheel switches so that it will enable the application of the clock pulses appropriately to the correct pin of the IC. That is, whatever the on the IC, wherever the clock is required, by using the clock output to the thumb wheel switches, we are giving the clock pulses to the appropriate pins of the IC under the test. And the test pattern generator applies the required power supply to the voltages, required power supply voltages to the pins of the IC under test. And the test key works as the initialization circuit. Test key works as the initialization circuit. Then you and presetting verification can be done by presetting the test key without placing the any IC in the base. So before testing any IC, we can preset the that is presetting verification. So without placing any IC, where the IC tester is presetting verification, we can perform. So that presetting verification is done by pressing the test key without keeping the IC under test. So before placing the IC under test, we can have presetting verification, which can be done by pressing the test key without placing any IC under the base of the thumb wheel switches. And the output of the test pattern generator is given to the address generator. As per the diagram, the output of the TPG is given to the address generator, and the address generator output will drive the multiplexer, and multiplexer output will drive the thumb wheel switches as well as the LCD display. So before testing, presetting verification can be done. Before testing any IC, we can have presetting verification that can be done by pressing the test key without placing IC in the thumb wheel switches base. That is, without placing any IC in the base. And the output of the test pattern generator, that output of the TPG is given to the address generator, and this address generator output drives the multiplexer. Address generator output drives the multiplexer, and multiplexer takes the bits from the thumb wheel switches. So thumb wheel switches output is given to this multiplexer. So multiplexer takes the bits from the thumb wheel switches according to the setting, and it will drives the display, and the multiplexer will drives the LCD display, and which will shows the condition of the IC. The mostly the display is 4-digit display. So to test any IC, we have to set this 16 thumb wheel switches according to the code given by the manufacturer for particular IC. So for testing any IC, we will be having the manufacturer test code that is given to the thumb wheel switches, which will drive the these thumb wheel switches will drive the multiplexer. So that multiplexer is again connected to the actually connected by the test pattern generator, which will drive the address multiplexer. Address generator drives the multiplexer takes the bits from the thumb wheel switches according to the setting, and which will drive the display. So for testing any IC, main criteria is the thumb wheel switches has to be given a code by the manufacturer for that particular IC. So for testing any IC, we have a data on the 16 thumb wheel switches. So that code is given by whom? It has to be given by the manufacturer. Manufacturer has to give a code that is applied to the thumb wheel switches, which will drives the multiplexer. So multiplexer will give the drives the display. so that IC condition, which will give the IC condition in a 4-digit display. So below these are the different internal connection and outer connection of the uh, your digital IC tester. So these are the different switches, and you will be having the LED display, and on this base you have to put the IC, and you have to apply the clock pulse and apply the power supply and check the functionality of each pin of the IC, and that will be displayed on the LED display. And this is the internal block diagram of the uh, IC tester. And coming to the specifications of the digital IC tester, so actually we will be having the on a digital ICs, we may call 0 as logic level, 0 as logic low level, 1 as logic high level. In the digital IC tester, we may have less than plus 0.8 volts, we can call it as logic 0 level. If it is more than plus 2.4 volts, we can call it as 1 logic level. And we will be having one more specification, variable level, so that can be set from 0.3 volts to 3.5 volts, 0.3 volts to 3.5 volts. And you will be having the internal clock, that is manual, that can be varied from 0.2 hertz to 2 hertz. And you can have external clock that can be varied from 0 hertz to 1 megahertz, and it is TTL compatible. So 0 to 1 megahertz clock is TTL compatible, not compatible for CMOS clock. And display, you will be based on your requirement, you will be having different displays. So in our discussion we have discussed about the we have said about the 4-digit display. You can have 16 LEDs for each pin of the IC sockets, based on the thumb wheel switches positions. You can have 16 LEDs. So if it is glowing, that pin is working. If the LED is not blown, then you can say that that particular pin is not working in the that IC, based on the thumb wheel positions. LED 16 LEDs are connected to the 16 thumb wheel switch positions. If the LED blows, the that particular pin is working. If it is LED is not blown, that particular pin is find out to be fault, like that. So display for clock, you can have display for power also. And the power supply is 230 volts, 50 hertz. Power supply may vary from plus or minus 10%, and it is having the power wattage of 5 watts. And you can have the accessories, 9 extension cords, and you can have the supply of 16 pin out panels. So in this class we have learned about the uh, what is digital IC tester, what is the need for digital IC tester, why we are going for digital IC tester, what are its specifications and internal block diagram, how it will work, how the thumb wheel switches are connected. Means in the digital IC internal block diagram, it will be having the we may have either CMOS clock or TTL clock, which will drive the pins of the ICs. So that clock is applied to the thumb wheel switches. Thumb wheel switches are connected in 2 blocks. So you will be having the 16 thumb wheel switches. On thumb wheel switches you will be having the poles. On the poles you have to place the device under test, that is IC under test. So that is the poles of the thumb wheel switches will work as a base for testing of your any digital IC that you want to test. And these thumb wheel switches are programmed or given the test code by the manufacturer test code set, based on the requirement or based on the functionality of the IC. These thumb wheel switches are programmed or set according to the manufacturer test set, such that you will be having the different parameters, like you will be having the positions as input, inverted clock, that may be inverted TTL clock, inverted CMOS clock, or power supply or ground. You may have, based on functionality, you can have data lines and address lines and like that. And you will be having the initialization switch, so that is for presetting verification, that is without placing any IC for test, you can check the presetting verification by pressing the initialization test key. And you will be having the test pattern generator. That test pattern generator will give the various test patterns, and it will also ensures that proper power supply voltage will be that is proper power supply voltage is given to the each pin of the IC which requires. And this thumb wheel switches is connected to the system clock, which will have the clock pulses are connected to the respective pins of the ICs, which will need the clock pulses. And test pattern generator will ensure that proper power supply voltage is given to the corresponding pins. Then finally, based on the thumb wheel switch positions as set by the manufacturer test code set, you can initialize the IC tester, so that test pattern is applied. uh, that test pattern is given to the address generator will drives the multiplexer. So multiplexer output, uh, that is the thumb wheel switches output is given to the multiplexer, which will drives the display, which will give the condition of the IC, whether it is working or not. So a simple quiz: a digital IC tester has a clock generator that generates the required clock for testing TTL ICs, emitter coupled logic ICs, CMOS ICs, both A and C. So digital IC tester will has a clock generator that generates the both TTL ICs for generates the clock for testing both the TTL ICs as well as CMOS ICs. So the answer is D, both A and C. So the frequently asked questions in this topic are with a neat block diagram, explain the operation of digital IC tester. So if a question comes like that, explain the with block diagram, with a neat block diagram, explain the operation of digital IC tester. Then you have to draw the block diagram and explain the yeah, uh, explain the functionality of each and every part and working principle you have to explain. So if suppose the question like that, draw the block diagram of digital IC tester for 3 marks, then you have to draw only the internal block diagram. uh, if it is come for 1 mark, what is digital IC tester, then you have to simply write it is used to test the digital IC whether it is working properly or not by touching. You can write like by touching the IC, by giving the power supply. If it is not heating up, it is working fine. If it is after 10 to 12 seconds, if it is heating up, you can say that the IC is not working perfectly. So like that. And you can have the list the specifications of the digital IC tester. If the question comes for 3 marks, you have to write at least 6 specifications. If it is come for 1 mark, that is only 1 mark, then you have to write at least 2 specifications of the digital IC tester. Thank you very much.